let's begin the run. Or I say begin the run, continue, and then we'll rock it from there. 3, 2, 1, go. Boop. All right. So yeah, I moved here end of August, like into September. Oh, bum, I haven't updated. Where am I? Where are notes? Northgate. Clara. Menu. Oop. There it is. All right, here we go. All right. So yeah. End of August, early September moved for that. So not in a school this year. Currently, like there's not like currently like a plan. It's not like it's a part-time thing or anything. So it'll be a case of watch this space and we'll see how things play out. Yeah, there's in this room anyway. There's going to be there's going to be echoey. There's not a lot in the room. That's just what the room is, but it should be pretty okay with the setup here. First sock done. Huge. Very exciting. I assume you got everything fine with the pattern, and that's all good. So there we are. But yes, maybe there is enough. Or maybe like what the reality is that the table could be sliding. Like that's a possibility as well. There's nothing to say that the table's straight, although I check it, but I don't know. There are too many variables where I don't know. I just need to let go and stop thinking about it forever. Or make it perfect. But yeah, so I'm moving into a smaller apartment at the end of December. This apartment's great, fine, wonderful, and lovely. I don't need one as big as this for my situation as it is. Oh no, it's got nothing to do with wanting a new experience in Sweden. The short version is that I was offered the job here, and I was looking at my situation at school. And there were a number of factors that made this opportunity appealing and feel like it was the right time to do it. So, the school I was at, head teacher left around Halloween, October time, due to mysterious circumstances. New leadership had come in, uncertainties there. Quite a few people left because the head teacher left, and there was a huge amount of support for that person. So I don't think it would have mattered who had come in. It was a case of, well, this is an issue. There was a lot of the only thing that matters are results now, and there was a huge focus and demand from the trust on results this, results that. So there was an assembly where exam year students were told if you do extracurricular activities, if you're involved in clubs or sports, or you do like music and dance and drama and stuff like that outside of school, you might want to stop doing that because this year is really important and you only get to do your exams once and you can hang out with your friends later. and it was intervention every day after school, and there was a Saturday school. And it was literally everything that the students were being told from SLT was exams, results. There was no wiggle room, no backpedaling at all, and it got more intense as the year progressed. So quite a few people were unhappy with that. No, that's not to say that the cultural focus and family first nature of the school wasn't maybe like too far in that direction and not close enough. You know, there's nothing to say that the school was hang on, let me get my head around this. There's nothing to say the school wasn't focusing too much on family and culture and welcoming, accepting environment and all that, comparative to the focus on exams. But that almost seemed like it didn't matter. Yeah. The reality of the world in the UK, multi-academy trusts own the majority of the schools, and the trust basically makes the decisions. Very few schools have got any say in anything now. Yeah, it can be pretty grim. Yo, what's up, Link? How's it going? Chance a few things along the way. Ooh. A wool shirt next. Very exciting. You could do the whole kit. So I have ordered some winter clothes. Some of them arrived today. But I forgot to bring my ID with me to the shop, so I haven't picked them up yet, so I'll probably do it tomorrow instead. Or I could do it tonight after stream, maybe. The shop's open until 10, but I don't know if that would be a little iffy. Like, I don't think their delivery bit's open the entire day, but I think it's usually just a courtesy thing. They're quite nice about it. Depends on the students. Jurassic. They're ones who don't care in the slightest. They're ones who are really mad and made me feel really bad about it, which is entirely fine and fair. There were some truly lovely messages and well wishes and things like that. It definitely wasn't easy. But at the same time, there were a lot of people that kind of got it. It got like the staff turnaround was high, like 15-20 staff leaving either at the middle of the year or the end of the year combined. So it wasn't like there were like huge surprises on little bits and pieces. Yeah, it was big. It was rough. And I think the thing that was probably the hardest for most people was we had spent 4 years getting the school out of special measures and into being good. So like the school was in a bad situation. There were a number of teachers were like handpicked or cherry picked to help the school. And there was like kind of like this agreement where it's like, all right, we're in a bad situation. We're going to turn this around. And that was kind of like everyone kind of banded together knowing that. And it was like your first year or two might not be hyper focused on, on results and the lessons and the work that's getting done and that there. Let's build really robust behavior system. Let's get a culture established. Let's sort this out. Let's get the attendance up. All that stuff. And it was an executive principal that came in first to lead the charge, and then 2 years in, we appointed a principal. And between the two of them, like, and everyone on the team, like, there was a substantial impact and improvement in the school. And then when things started to fall apart last year, it was like, you know, things could be going downhill. There was definitely a world in which that was going to happen. I haven't, honestly, the thing is, like, most of the people that I work with haven't kept in touch. So early on conversations where there's no support. The school I was at would have been one where if anyone was like, where's a school I should go to that cares about staff, cares about pedagogy, cares about CPD, cares about futures, it would have been the school I was at. 100%. I would have said, this is a place, if you want to develop as a teacher, even though the school might not be very highly rated as far as its Ofsted goes, or bits and pieces like that. Like it was a great supportive environment to be in, and they really cared about the staff and students. And I've been told that's all gone now. CBD is professional development, career professional development. Sometimes PDP, but yeah, that's what it is. And yeah, I have heard that the students are not happy with the new culture. It seems very let's see, restrictive. But yeah, they've not described it in a positive light. It really is, yeah. Like I said, it was a real shame for the school to have gotten to the point it was, and then for that to happen and continue whatever. But yeah, like I was saying to them about like visiting when I'm home in December, and I can like see what's going, like see what's happening firsthand. Gah, bitch. Not cool, man. Not cool. This is a bad Matrix 2 fight. No big deal. Oh. Just ugh. Disgusting. The reason why there aren't any splits for the beginning of the run is because I had started one on Sunday and my computer had to restart or something, or I don't even remember what it was. Oh, there was a power cut. That's what happened. We had a power cut yesterday morning, so all the starting splits are gone. That's what happened. So yeah, like people might have noticed the VOD channel went down at some point yesterday morning. right. Time to blow the place down. Yeah, I think that's the general gist of things. So, still, Skull took a pretty big knock. Cool job offer here. I mean, the other thing as well that like comes into it is like, when I told people about the job offer, although it's like super hard to describe what the job offer is, because like, well, I don't want to try and explain what speedrun charity marathons are to people who don't have anything to do with online culture. So I was like, I got the pattern down really well, and I was like, so what's the job? And I was like, so what happens is companies come to us to design a charity event for them. We sort out the accommodation, the event, the venue, the attendees, and the money goes to charity. Sign. That's a that's a pretty normal thing that people can get their head around. And thanks very much, Leo. Oh gosh. Big door slam. But everyone's like, that sounds amazing. It sounds really fun. And it's a good time for it. So like I'd also said for quite a while that like at some point in my 30s I would probably take some sort of break from teaching. I don't even know if I was ever thinking about like a career break or anything like that, but the perception was always that teaching is really hard and it's very demanding, and I think there's value in having a substantial break for like months to a year or whatever during that, not like you just ride it out until ride it out until you hit retirement or whatever. I don't think that would be a really successful like model for me. Yeah, I don't mention the game thing. People don't get that. Like we had an assembly years ago. Let's see, at this point, probably about 3 years ago or something. And the head of Sick Forum was like talking about YouTube and stuff like that. I think it was like, if you had said to me like 5-10 years ago, your job aspiration was to create videos online, you would have been laughed at. That wasn't, the idea of being a content creator or a YouTuber, that doesn't exist. And now it's like, I reckon probably YouTuber or content creator is one of the most desirable jobs for young people. Or like TikTok star or whatever, because it's something that a lot of young people are doing, and there is a substantial base of young people who are, if not successfully creating a living out of that, but giving off the perception of it. That's something not to ignore. Yeah, I think quite possibly. I mean, the reality is like when everyone I spoke to had said like, if things don't work out or I want to come back and teach or whatever, that it would not be. It's like you can always get a job in teaching kind of thing. I don't know, like if the whole like being in performing arts would make it easier or the same or whatever. But like the thing is, when I left, the executive director was like, I was like, hopefully you'll come back and education will be in a better climate than when you left. But yeah, it's definitely like, it's fuck. Being in a rough situation, for sure. Hey Tommy, I will read your message. Yeah, so yesterday, it was meetings and work in the arcade, and then after we got done and work stuff, I went for a run with Ida. I was on like a trail run or like a forest route or whatever. Dude, I sandbagged really hard. I was just like knocked for 6. Like I fell once, and it was, I mean, it wasn't like, oh, I've broken something or whatever, but like I took a beating, and I stumbled like 5-6 times after then. It was very out of my comfort zone, and like I'm definitely like beaten and bruised, so I was like completely trashed from that. And then I had a meeting last night. I had a pretty substantial call this morning, so yeah, not really gotten to anything in the last 24 hours probably. How's it going, Tommy? I was based on the right side of England. That's as specific as I'm gonna get. Yeah. Although, having said that, if you had been in stream, I guess, middle of last week, sorry. You would have gotten lots of little details from my past students who decided to take it upon themselves to throw a bunch of stuff out on stream in Discord, which was joyous. So that's a paper storm. Hooray! Right, damage. 420, too much. But yeah, you like yeah, they were. It was a lot of my real name and the name of the school. So you wouldn't even the question of whereabouts was the school. Not even like, not even a remote consideration, because you would have seen the name of the actual school. There have been a substantial amount. So last Monday, for about 2 days, I just had my Discord user list like refreshing. No, it doesn't refresh, but like the thing that says who like when new people would join, I then also had to check the subscribers on the main channel on YouTube, the VOD channel on YouTube, and the 24-hour VOD stream. Because there were a number of people putting messages in all of the respective places. And that's just, it just wears you down, is all that is. It's like, it can be harmful. It isn't necessarily harmful. It's mostly just demanding. And it's very disheartening as well. But it's like, what are you going to do about it? You know, it's like I could get all huffy and be like, oh well, I'm in a shitty mood, I'm not going to stream, I'm going to just delete everything, or I'm going to whatever the response is. And it's like, well, that's never the answer. You know, it's a case of you just let the fire fizzle out. You ride it out, and eventually, it'll go away. So there's only one thing that's come up, like really in the last week, and I don't think it was a student. I think it was, I mean, it could have been, but there was no indication of that. Someone said something very disgusting, on the VOD channel where there was an FF10 video. So they just put some messages, very normal, and then just completely out of nowhere decided to say, I think it was during the Kilika FMV, like the first Kilika FMV. And so this is not what, like, how they said it, but they basically said, oh, I can totally see Yuna's vagina right now, but in incredibly crude language. And that was just like, ugh. And I was like, at no point was I like, it wasn't even like, oh, it's a video game character, gross, or oh, the character is underage, gross. It was just like, it's just flat out gross, dude. Hey, Galastrix, how's it going? The great secret is that the name is actually Metako. It's a barbarian name of caveman descent. You know, very, very simplistic form of communication. And no one's figured it out to this time, so there you go. Feels good to finally get it out there. I actually really like how well like taco works as a suffix. So like mom taco, dad taco, sis taco, and the fact that they're all 3 letters for prefix is really nice. But yeah, mom, dad, and sister have all been on stream before, so people know they exist. One degrees, so frozen crab was slipped and raw in concrete. Ooh. Oh. Ow. Very ow. Oof. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I hope that doesn't. It's not serious. And that there's no sort of head trauma. And that, but yeah, I burnt my finger in the oven a couple of weeks ago, and I was just like, come on, man. Yeah, I think the scar is still somewhat healing. But yeah, I'm beaten and bruised today as well. From like tanking on the ground in a run yesterday. Like the thing I was really conscious of though, was because we were doing a trail run. Like the terrain's very dynamic, and I run in barefoot shoes, so I'm using Zero shoes, XEROs, with a very thin, very flat sole. I wasn't especially worried about like doing damage to my ankles or like calves or shins or anything like that, and going through like big ranges, but it was like I was aware of how my feet and ankles were going to take that, because like I knew they were going to take a beating, even if everything went great. And it was like that was an experience, and I was like, okay, so this is what it feels like to just have rocks under your feet for 6 kilometers or whatever. Should have not have been at the place of conveyerness. Yeah, like my parents are awesome. I have said many times, like my mom is like the most lovely person in the world. But yeah, and it's the fun thing, I guess, is that like they don't get it, like the so they don't say, are you streaming today? Like that's not language that they're familiar with, and they haven't gotten used to that. Like my mom will say, are you playing your video games today? And it sounds like the most like childish, you know, kind of like very much like what a mother would say to their son. It's like, you know, are you going to go play your video games today? Yes, Mom, I'm playing my video games today. It's very sweet. Nice. We take those. So, can you not get on the Twitch? Shakid? Shamog? Shimodium? Mog Coliseum? That's not even a consideration I've made. Huge, we win. Take that. So like so when I upgraded to my new phone, like my old phone still worked, so I was able to do like you get the software on Android, and it just transferred everything over. But like I don't know what 2FA stuff would. I would assume if I was logged in. Now I don't know if the Authenticator app uses Google or whatever. But I would assume if I just downloaded the Authenticator app, I would be able to log in and it would have all my 2FA codes. Oh. Do I split Matrix 3? Yikes. Oh, goodness me. Well, hopefully, I don't know, can you get that fixed? Mog, like, because I'd seen you were streaming and I was like, oh. It's, I mean, there are charming ones and there are less charming ones, that's for sure. But yeah, that's like kind of like what it is. So they understand the concept of it and they get the idea of what it is, but it's just not in their vernacular, and I don't think they've any, like, they don't want to get into. They're quite happy to be involved at the level that they're involved in, but there are lots of things that they don't know and don't get and whatever about it. Yeah, those are gonna happen. Like I could like ease out of that kind of stuff. I don't really think there's a need for it. I wouldn't say it's outrageous and scandalous for the medium. But yeah, I can totally get that. Like I'm quite happy to not swear. It's like, generally speaking, it's not like I don't make a habit of it or anything. It's I think it's more just there's a freedom to let go here in my own room when I'm on my own, and not have to worry or consider like societal expectations or whatever. But yeah, you just have to cherry pick the nice moments. You do want to learn that phrase to sound funny in French. Do I? Is that a true thing? Or is that a... you don't want to know. Because I can believe... I can believe that... I don't know. But I mean, like, I would like to think I did everything that I could to make a good impression when I met your parents. So, you know, that's got to count for something, right? Well, so the hope, Mog, is that tomorrow we finish Kingdom Hearts 1. So obviously, if I don't finish Kingdom Hearts 1 tomorrow night, I reserve the right to just make that Kingdom Hearts 1. Man, I love a celebration. I'll take one of those for sure. Oh, goodness me, indeed. Wop, 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 wop. Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Oh, not the tongue. Nice. All right. Oh, but yeah. So the really like sad reality is I genuinely have no idea what's left in Kingdom Hearts 1 because I was like, I'm at the end. Like, and I knew when everyone was like, Hollow Bastion's not the final area, I was like, okay. It's like, fine. I 100% expected something to the effect of, so we fight Riku, and then you get teleported to the final dungeon, or there's an area behind the bastion, and then there's like a boss rush, or you fight the final boss, or whatever. I at no point was like, okay, we beat Riku, sweet. Okay, story stuff, interesting. I become a Heartless, messed up. I become me again, weird. And then we're back in Traverse Time. That's okay. Get ready for the big final boss fight. It's like, hey guys, now's the time to do all those side quests, right? Better level up before the final fight. I mean, people have already said about fighting Sephiroth, which, like, that's a relative no-brainer, I guess. Like, I'm not suggesting that I would do well with it, but... Ooh. Like, normally I would just... let sleeping dogs lie. But, you don't often get a juicy back attack like this. Can't help myself. I just love to level up. I love the grind. So yeah, I don't really know, but like the goal is to beat the game and have a satisfying experience doing it. Like, I don't feel any need to go and do more than I've done. As far as I'm concerned, I have done extra stuff. Like, not because I've done like the optional worlds or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I check those off the list, but like I've played the game in what I feel in a very natural way. And would be quite content with, getting to the end and being like, I've done it. I've done Kingdom Hearts 1. I don't need to wait for new notes. How have I got a whole bunch of Discord notifications now? Grah. No, I can totally do without and then see what happens. So I have got the game. So yeah, I have an amount of time to play around. Do you want my FF3 stuff? Ooh, okay. Figured out, yes. Written in a way that anyone would understand. No. Although I could explain it very easily. I mean, I remember you doing FF2 and being like, this is wrong. It's like, but you've written save reload, not save walk into the encounter reload. And I was like, yeah, that was so that the notes weren't twice as long as they would have been. But I never said that because I'm a bad person. Yeah, I'll give it a go through. I think the thing for me that is gonna go wrong is the... I don't even know what you call it, the warp thing. Fade warp? The go through... Yeah. Well, like, I have done it before. But I think like that's what'll go wrong, right? Hello, Mizzo. Yeah, just regular old any percent. No, grand, like it's gonna be up until like disc 2, and then Thursday we'll finish. Once I'm done in the arcade, I think I say that so much. Like everyone's like, it's like, oh, all you. It's like, you sure talk about the arcade a lot, and it's like, I can talk about the arcade. It's like I think the thing. So we've been decorating and sorting out some stuff. So yeah, Jasper and I are doing some work there on Thursday. Whenever we get done, we are quote unquote expecting it to be done in the afternoon. So maybe around 12ish. Although I can totally see it being more like 2 o'clock or something like that. I mean, like that's yeah, and so like obviously, like people will have seen some of the arcade stuff at ESA. So we do bring some of the machines to events, but there are a substantial amount more of the main arcade. All right, so all the machines are set to free to play. You pay for entry. And you can pay for so originally it was you would pay for a 3-hour block, but now we've got a new system where you can pay for, like, you pay by the hour, so 1, 2, 3 hours or whatever. Hey Farrah, thank you very much for the raid. How was I think it's Gale of Darkness. It was definitely Pokemon XD. Hondo, which I have to assume is for a submission for something. Very exciting. If it's not, anyway, it's like that's rad because I love Pokemon. Like the two Pokemon RPGs. Okay, I guess they're all. Are they all RPGs? I don't even know. But anyway, they're rad. Doing great, Yugachi. How are you? Well, I mean, other than like my shoulders are trashed and whatever. But yeah, so Mizo, it's pretty rad. So I mean, I've got. I mean, we're in a cutscene right now. Oh, like that's not a good way to go about it. Okay, hang on. What if I go? Like I literally have. I'm just gonna go to. Do I have a desktop thing? Oh, wait, here. Nope. Okay, never mind. I tried. Oops. Oh no, wait. We go in the other one. Okay, so I got it. I'll just go to the 9 feed, and then we'll just add desktop capture on top of it. Boom. Display capture. Bang. Okay, that's not the one. Whoop. So, oh great, the aspect ratio is wrong. Okay, whatever. So, I'm just gonna quickly blast through. Okay, there are a lot of pinball machines. You get the idea. So that's the really annoying thing is that when I show things on the main monitor, now that I've got a 1440 monitor and I do display capture, it sets it the resolution to 1440, but I'm streaming at 1080, so Pucha. Alright. What do I need? Oh, notes. That's what goes on the screen. Yeah, pretty rad. I can post. Like I could literally stream from the arcade. I could totally do that if I wanted to. Like there are a lot of people who will play rhythm games and they'll film their attempts on them and stuff. Doing good, Post. How are you? Very good, Link. Very good. That's Sun Yugachi. Those are machines at the new arcade. Yeah, I don't know if that was all of them. I was kind of like riffing through, and then when I got to arcade, like the pinballs, there's a lot of shots of that. But yeah, those are some of the machines at it. But yeah, I think we've got. I mean, we've definitely got Time Crisis 4, like going and set up. I think we've got a TC2 in the back, and I think we sold TC3. So I don't think we've got that to play anymore. What's up, Hab? How's it going? Thank you very much indeed. But yeah, I think it's 2 and 4. We've got House of the Dead 2. These are the things that are sent to try us. I mean, I loved Time Crisis. Like that was like my dad and I when we went to the arcades and I was young. It was like Time Crisis and House of the Dead were like the go-tos for us to play. What do you mean? For what, Mizo? Oh, Need for Speed. Yeah, so we've got, we don't have Need for Speed, but we've got Sega Rally and Sega Rally 3. So you can do Sega Rally 3 up to 4 players. And I think you can do Sega Rally 1 up to 4 as well. It's either 2 or 4, I don't remember exactly. We've got Outrun 2. And what else do we have? What's the other? Oh, it's just Superbikes, I think is what it's called. I think it's literally called Superbikes. Sadly, the only Final Fantasy game that we've got is Theater Rhythm. There, like, every now and again, like, people will come in and ask, like, do we have video games as well? And it's like, we could have a video game setup. It's just not something we've done for the new arcade. I don't know if it's something we'll approach either. Like, we've got tabletop games as well, and board games and such. But yeah, I don't know if there'll be like a console setup at any point. I certainly have not been involved in any like discussion about stuff like that. Well, the thing is, it's like, it's a tricky one because, so for example, we've got candy cabs at the arcade where you can play older games like Super Mario Bros. and Metal Slug and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like on the arcade cab. But if we set up a PlayStation, it's like, okay, well, do we just like what do you do? Do you just do we bring games? Do people bring their own? Do we just have a selection of them? It's like, I think it's hard to make that like a great appealing thing. Whereas like the candy cabs have got them built in. You're playing on, a CRT cab. It's a great experience. Like Bubble Bobble, the Simpsons arcade game. It's pretty rad. Yeah, so since being in the arcade, like one of the first things was when I was being like shown around and how things go, whatever, and I was like, oh, I got really like, I didn't get disappointed, but I had like that sad moment, and then I was speaking with Planks, and he's like, oh yeah, you're gonna have like the wool will be pulled from your eyes. And it's like there's no magic anymore. So like even like, and this is so ridiculous, right? So like I'm 32, and even right up until now, like I sincerely believe that every machine had just like just an install of that game, and it was the game. Like I thought it was just a machine that played the game, and not a computer that would just like a PC that runs the game into a display. I was like, this is one machine, everything is connected, and it's all one thing. Slightly not. But then I also had like other like really like just things that I'd never thought about because like I had no reason to think about it, and I was like, like a lot of the machines are plugged in using a kettle lead, and I was like, no way. I was like, that's how you power normal machines. Oh, you totally could. I mean, we also have a 100-inch display in the eatery, the refectory. So like you could sure you could plug some stuff into there and have a good time. I mean, we could. Like the reality is, now obviously it's like. So let's see. So let's phrase things appropriately here. When you are an owner or an employee of an establishment, it is generally quite acceptable to visit that establishment outside of working hours. So we don't use like the 100-inch TV for games. Like now, but let's say appropriate people at an appropriate time were to go into the arcade. It could happen. I could see a world where there could be a Smash Bros tournament. So yeah. But like the normal arcade for normal things. Obviously there's like things like DDR, the 18-wheeler thingamajig machine. Jubeat's very popular. Because of course it is. Huge damage. Big. Boom. Uh-oh. Water. Oh. Holy goodness. My man Sheen, thank you for the raid. How was the solo fighter, I think is what you're up to today? Hey, thanks, Chris. Congrats on your belated 10 CSR RNG fix world record. Boop. So, I mean, how was the run? I don't know if you were finishing or anything like that, Sheen. It didn't seem like you were... Oh, okay. Right. I was like, it didn't seem like you were especially far into the solo fighter run when I had a look earlier. But there we go. That answers that question. Suspicious amount of golds is what I'm saying. I don't believe it all. I think there's something dodgy going on. Okay, so any percent run up 4 minutes? Like, were you doing like no RNG minute? 4 minutes at ordeals? Wow. Yeah, right. Zero encounter. I mean, I've definitely had at least one zero encounter fossil route, but I also couldn't tell you the last time it happened. Like, how many years ago? Well, thanks, Link. That went really well. Right, okay. Griffin? There. Ooh, nice. Imagine that. The escape mechanic actually worked. Huge. I mean, like this is. I'm not comparing against my PB. This. There's no way I'm in shape to actually PB. This is still like the second run I've done in months, so just getting back in the saddle, getting through all the Final Fantasies, getting comfy with them, and like some of the new stuff. Yeah, there's literally no world in which BDS could possibly lose to JDG. It's going to be a stomp. I mean, the only like shake up really like in round one is it's best of ones. So, like, there could be a situation in where the team that is substantially weaker, on paper, could win. Like, there is a world where that can happen. But yeah, so the big problem is that I've obviously just done the 8 run, and then I was like, oh, there's some cool new stuff for 8. And then I started looking at it, and I was like, oh, this changes the AP route. Not good. So, yeah, part of what I'm doing in my spare time is updating my notes so I can do the new stuff. I also did a little bit of practice on the Quet's Fish Fin Minute. Very sexy. Very sexy. Purposely throwing, obviously. I mean, the other thing as well, yeah, so like DRX, like I think a lot of people would have said like shouldn't have won. Not that like they shouldn't have, like, because they deserve the games, but like on paper they shouldn't have won Worlds. And then the other thing that a lot of people are saying that it's pretty much a given that at least one Chinese team are going to throw at some point. I just realized that, like, so we have so far only got one encounter, and I've not got the abomination or secret bat encounter that we really want. That's not cool. Yeah, if Ling bastards, man, bastards. If Ling throw, that's huge for Europe. Boy, do I love farming encounters in Fossil Roo. Yay! Yeah, but like I don't know. But yeah, I was like looking up at the format earlier and trying to get my head around it. Because like I was like looking at the Swiss and I was like, wait a minute, how does this actually work? So the other like the thing is you lose all the fun, cool, sexy stuff if you get rid of night. Not all the cool, sexy stuff. Oh no, like I've got it now, Ling, but it took a bit for me to get my head around because it was like, okay, so it's everyone does best of ones, and then like the top 8 take on each other, and then the bottom 8 take on each other, and then the top 4 do best of 3, the bottom 4 do best of 3, and the middle 8 do best of 1, and then something best of 3s into quarterfinals or something. It's something like that. But yeah, I was fairly happy with my understanding of it now, and I was like, okay, fair enough. That's probably couldn't have parked much further away if I wanted to. Okay. But yeah, if you're gonna do, I mean, even like for the memes, Cherry Blossom, Malorus, you need to have night for that to work at all. But yeah, so we're gonna, I don't know. I'm not gonna say I've got reservations about using Luna for Nova Dragon. Except I am, because I do. It's like, I feel like you don't ever die to Nova Dragon. I feel like it's not this like coin flip that it might have been like in the past. And I feel like using Luna makes it a coin flip. Like I don't know if it makes it a coin flip, but it feels pretty flippy. Oh, I think I actually don't know off the top of my head, Link. Let me have a look and see. But I do think I picked both Fnatic and LNG. Ha! Yes, I am what one might describe as relatively committed to clipping through the mountain. Just for lols, just because it's cute. Maybe I should figure out a setup for it. Although there is a setup for it. Maybe I should find the video and go through the... and see if there's a way to actually do it consistently. Damn it, bird. Damn it. Go through the floor. I demand it. I demand that you go through the floor. I'm not having this. Bird. Come on. Come on. Just clip through the mountain. Clip through the mountain. Nope. Just clip through the mountain. Yes! Worth the... I got baited. I'm really upset now. Like, that was so rude. I'm really unhappy. Alright, my picks were JDG, Billy Billy, Gen G, LNG, T1, Rocket. Why did I say Rocket? KT, Fnatic, and G2. Or as I like to call it, pick all the LPL LCK teams. And then see what's left. But yeah, 3 LCK, 3 LPL, and 2 EU. 2 EU. Yeah, gross. But that's okay. Oof. Ouchie. Badminton. Badminton. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, we should do some more sports the next time I'm over. Maybe I won't represent myself so badly. But like, look at all the cardio that I've done. Look at how good I am at lifting the heavy thing. Uh-huh. Oof. No, I don't think it'll be like that. The thing is, like, I sincerely believe that even with me, like, running 4 or 5 times a week or whatever, and, like, actually being pushed to put effort in, that, like, your naturally built-in athleticism and sportsmanship will just smoke me out of the water. He's just so fit. Machine athlete. Can't be beaten, can't be bested. Awesome. Have a jolly, wonderful, successful time. The Samsung flyer. This is a game of badminton brought to you by Samsung. For a better communication. I don't know what it would be. That's what we do. We do it for the love. For the love. Don't need no money. Although if Samsung are watching, hit me up. I hear the new Galaxy S2 is a wonderful machine. I came to fight for the love of the game, unstoppable. That's why I'm undefeated. But like also if like any other phone companies are watching, hit me up. I love phones. God, my brain just stopped. Wait, where am I going? Condopatty? Where's Condopatty? This is Condopatty? This is Condopatty. It better be Condopatty. I've no idea what I'm doing. I feel like I'm going here though. I'm choosing to go here. And I'm parking the boat. We'll see what happens. Condopatty. Seamus. Seamus. David. David is head guardless. Cluck-a-doodle-doo. Alright, let's roll. E-I-E-I-O-Ko. What's your name? Boop. All right. Fairy flute, anyone? Flirtus flutulus. Gah. I mean, I can. Ain't nothing stopping me but me. I mean, I've not got a reason to do it. Dice on the health. Oh, you mean the 14 run? No, the thing is, I'm gonna say PC Gamer. I don't know if it was PC Gamer. I don't even remember what it was. I don't think it was BuzzFeed though. Although I don't know why it would be PC Gamer, seeing as... Oh, I guess we did play a PC game. Good job, Brain. Oh, is this something different? Okay. Oh, I see. Yeah, simply not true. Oh yeah, that's right. We've talked about that. All right. Imagine a world where you own your own self. Pretty crazy to think of, right? Like, or do you know what'd be really cool if there was like a month? Okay, no, actually, maybe not. I was literally about to say, what would be really cool if there was a month where you could sue people for free? That's I immediately realized that was... But, like... Because for a lot of people, you lose the fight. Right? Like, you can own something and you can have a good reason to claim for it and then just lose because it's not financially viable or, like, beneficial in a lot of times to claim against things. I'd be super down for that, Mizzo. That sounds like a good world to me. But it's just, yeah, it's just crazy, like, the amount of things where it's like, I own this. Why do you own that? Because it's mine. Can you prove it? Well, I haven't, like, trademarked myself. Can you trademark a person? Yeah. Anyway. I'm sure it is. I should ask Star about it. Yep. Back in the day. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's, yeah, but, like... I forgot to pick up Tiger. I mean, no, I didn't. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Lift. I mean, the concept of, like, saying to someone, like, I own this picture of you because I took it, and not need permission. But then there's, like, the weird things about usage. So, like, there's ones where some of you will be familiar with the strongman Eddie Hall. So, British strongman, does a lot of stuff on YouTube, has done quite a bit on TV as well. And he's been doing, I don't know, he did a series of videos with a tank. So, like, driving a tank through UK, I think. I don't really, like, know the specifics of it. But driving a tank. And then there was one of the videos, and a guy cuts him off. And he goes and has a go at this person that cut him off on a road for dangerous driving. And they're talking about filming him, and he's like, put the camera away, you can't film. And he's like, it's going on YouTube, I totally can. It's, like, completely legal for me to film you, record you, and put it on the internet. Okay, here we go. Can't be done. I'm not even convinced anymore that the Momento skip exists. wild. All right. Let's go climb into a tree. Oops. Oof. Grand, fair dues. No bother. I think so. Like, so we were doing initial draft of schedule today. We've got a couple of gaps to plug. And also like things to sort out. It's funny because you, because of your involvement, you're like the hardest to balance. Yeah, so well, if you think about the variance in screen time, what we don't want to do is have like you going back to back to back and doing a lot of things. We also don't want to be like we don't want to overdo, like overwork you, and then we also don't want it to be like, oh, okay, this is like this guy's got like 3 things back to back to back. Why does he get all the stuff? So balancing it out across, because we only have 5 days, and because we're not running 24/7, yeah, it's I'll tell you how the conversation went in private, and how the plan to kind of tackle stuff is. Yeah, there are things that we all agreed on. There are things that we didn't all agree on. Like, one of the funny things for me was, like, we're talking about runner consideration when it comes to, like, scheduling an event, and it's like, well, you don't want to have a runner that's doing, you know, like, more than like 8 hours. 8 hours is a long stream. And stuff like that. And it's like, you know, we don't want to put people through that. And I'm like, why? I was like, if someone submits a 20-hour run, like they're saying outright that they're happy to do that. And it's like, why should we be making concessions on someone else's well-being? But I'm also like the worst person to have that conversation with. Because it's like, I get that for a lot of people, like 8 to 10 hours is really long. Like that's a lot of time. Like to be doing a game or a run. And it's like, sure, but that's like a working day. So like it's like a day's work. And yeah, you might have like a lunch break or whatever, pauses and stuff like that in your working day, but it's like, no. But yeah, like in addition, it's like I've done a lot of like 24 hours plus in a go. But anyway, yeah. But like more and more of it is like, you do know that this is not going to be this, like this time needs to have like this amount of buffer. And I was like, oh, where are we gonna fill this time? I'm like, the time will take care of itself. Don't you worry about that. But yeah, if anyone's like, I've no idea what you're talking about, which every single person should not have any clue what we're talking about. I don't know, maybe there'll be there might be some more information coming to a social media platform near you. It'll be great. Like the thing is, like this is where like the thing is, it's like a lot of what I'm doing I can't talk about. Which is always a bummer. I'm very happy to talk about things in a mysterious manner. Like I'm quite happy to have like informed conversations with people who are informed. But like like the reality is once we get to a certain point, even like if all the information isn't shared, like it can be spoken about completely openly. And that'll just make life so much easier. Because it is genuinely a tricky thing where it's like, so like when I was teaching and I was talking about school, like I could talk about things that happened, but there was things like I wouldn't obviously like name colleagues, name students, talk about specific times a day or places and stuff like that. So I can dance around things. And then, like, with ESA, it's like, okay, well, there are things that people know. So, like, for example, if I was to talk about ESA Winter, it's like, what can I talk about that people know about? So, submissions are open, great. So, I can talk about submissions. But if I start talking about first cuts or scheduling, that's not my place to say. Like, if I did know or didn't know or whatever. I'm not in a position to do that. There's a reason why there are first cuts, and it's not like, you know, it's not like the scheduling team or like live streaming, like, oh, this is a great run, this is definitely going to be in, or we should do that, or we'll find a place for this, or, oh, I don't like this run, you know. That's not public information to share. You know, I wouldn't share like applications for volunteers and stuff. Like, that could be that could be fun to do, reviewing applications, you know, as if it was like Britain's Got Talent or X Factor or The Voice. And just go through auditions. Yeah, no. Not smart, not good. A game jam, you say? What an unexpected... What could you possibly mean by that, Nardigo? Alright, catch him at Mizza. I mean, so like obviously I've seen Game Jam discussion Nardigo, but like, would it be like, okay, so the question I would have is like the concept that people would do, like design the games at the event and then have them like judged and play tested at the event, and then there's like the winner isn't like who makes the game the fastest, but like who gets judged the best. I think it could be like, I don't know how long I genuinely have no idea how long it would take to develop a game or what engine it would be done in. But I think like if you could, you know, if you could build like a simple playable game in like an hour or two, okay. Like, I think that could be fun to watch. Like, watch people speed through, like, developing a game. Because the other thing is that you, like, record the process or something to that effect. And then you can, like, show, like, a highlight reel kind of thing. You know, or like clips from each of the developers. So you can see the process as well. So obviously at summer we did the rate my stream setup. You know, where people bring in a prepared thing and have it judged. And people could bring in a game and have it judged, which could be quite fun. Like, I know Josh is currently designing a game right now in Godot. Like, I don't know how intentional and whatever, or if he's just getting used to, like, the programming language and stuff like that. But if it were me, I would want to see people, like, I would want to, like, see people race to build as functioning a game as possible in an hour kind of thing. And then have them played. I think that would be really fun. Or maybe, like, you've got, you start an amount of the way into the process. So like you might have your assets made, or like backgrounds or character models and stuff like that. You know, and it's putting them into the world or coming up with the physics or whatever. So like, for example, there's a thing that I have been an enjoyer of. So there's the YouTube company, not a YouTube company. There's the company Corridor who produce content on YouTube. And they have done a cool thing, which is trick shot races. And you do real life trick shots versus VFX trick shots. So like it's literally, you know, and it's like three trick shots back to back or whatever. And the idea is that, so, you know, you might have to like bounce a ball off like obstacles or a table or whatever, and then get it into a cup. That kind of thing. And you've got someone who's got a digital environment that they have to, you know, find the angle, find the wave trajectory, all that stuff, while someone else is just chucking balls until they get it. Like something like that would be really cool. Like as a human skill showcase versus a VFX skill showcase. I don't know if we have people who do like live rendered VFX at ESA, but we should. Now that I talk about it, like this should happen. Why this needs to be a thing. But like in this instance, like you could like design it in Unreal or something. Maybe, I don't know actually if you could. So I have to assume that you could. Alright. Let's take down the flaming Amarant. Flamver. Flamarant. I've had worse. So, you could do the B team effect, where like you get to play as Quail instead of Quina. You get Kuja instead of Zidane. You get Lani instead of Amaranth. You get Beatrix instead of Steiner. I don't know what else it would be. Maybe you get a Moogle instead of Vivi, or Chocobo, I don't even know. But, it would be pretty neat, though, if it was like, you got to this bit of the game and Lani and Amaranth are just like duking it out, and he's like, clear off. And then you get the option to choose who you fight, and whoever you fight is the one that joins the party. Because realistically, it's like it's relatively inconsequential at this point. So like we don't really. I mean, I don't know if it's particularly conflicting with the earlier Lani encounter in Fossil Rue. Like, because I don't think you would want to make the decision before Lani, and then instead of fighting Lani, you fight Amaranth, or maybe you fight both of them. What's up, Blackjacks? How's it going? So maybe that fight becomes a Lani and Amaranth fight. And then they're a little more nondescript on the capturing of Garnet. And you choose who you fight the second time. Yeah, that could play. That could play. It is very kind of you to do, obviously. I wouldn't expect that from anyone. But hey, if there's enjoyment to get out of it, I'm glad it's there. That's cool. I don't even know what are the ads that people are getting nowadays. What's going on in the world of Twitch advertisement? They're hella loud. Let's see. I just open up a bunch of streams and see if I get an ad. Yeah, I'm not getting any, which is crazy. Although here's the thing, I guess I can. This will be fine to say, I'm sure. So I've been getting a pop-up recently on the YouTubes that I imagine a number of other people will have been seeing. Yup. So, you, or some of you might remember back in the day, there was the Twitch thing where you would load up a stream, and if you had an ad blocker, you would get the purple full screen, full stream thing, and it'll be like, you might be using some third-party software which doesn't work with Twitch. Please turn it off. And you literally couldn't watch a single stream if you had ad blocker on. And I get the feeling that's what YouTube are doing. Or it's the same kind of deal. So I use Brave for the mini PC for the VODs because it's like a light browser. I haven't thought about using Brave for me and stuff. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just very used to using Chrome, basically. And then I get the classic. Oh, you can just what's it like transfer your profile or whatever from one browser to another, or you can have all your stuff, and it's like, yeah, but also no. Well, maybe there is scope to look for. A switch up in the browser front. I think realistically at this point, it's just getting something, it's just having something that works that you like. I don't really know how severe performance is and is affected by stuff nowadays. Because, like, I remember, like, there are people have fought viciously for things, and they're like, oh my gosh, how can you use Chrome? You're the worst human being that's ever existed. And it's Firefox or nothing. I don't really hear that many other opinions, actually. It's typically, or then the other one is that Microsoft Edge is actually pretty good. It's they're like, Microsoft Edge is a Chromium-based browser. It's like, cool. But yeah, I've had no issues with Chrome whatsoever. Or like, I think I've had like little bits and pieces, but nothing that I can recall right now. Zoom. Boop, boop. Shepard. Thank you for 32 months, Shepard. Hope you're well. Alright, let's see what happened to the mists. Stormy, stormy night. Yeah, I'm thinking, does anyone know what the cost of a new mouth is? Just, I'm getting a little fed up with mine. You know, not looking for anything crazy, not like big mechanical upgrades or anything. Just some better functionality. Something like that. Alright. There's one. Miss Pterodon. There. Nice. Our survey says. Okay, quite early. Yes. Life indeed. That's my boy. Haven't seen Ralph in a hot minute. What's up, friend? That's a single Ralph. That's okay. How's it going, Marflo? Well, hey, this is going to be like a, I don't know, a 516? Maybe a 516 disc 2? That's not terrible. For derusting? For a second run, that's not terrible. I mean, unless it's like, I'm just like way underestimating how long it takes to finish like the cutscenes at the end of disc 2. The best rhythm game in recent years. So I haven't played Bloodborne or Sekiro. And like, I think about how much I enjoy playing Dark Souls, and I'm like, that maybe I should. But the other thing as well is like, it's nice to be able to confine it to Dark Souls. And just to be like, well, I know I like Dark Souls, so I can play Dark Souls and not have to worry about playing more and investing more time. But what if they're good? You know? What if I like it? See, the thing is, it's like, I think the games deserve the time to put into them to actually, like, explore the world fully. And not just, like, blitz through the game and the experience and whatever. Like, I think there are games that it's like, get stuck into the story, get stuck into the world, get stuck into all the stuff. Like, really dig in. But then you got to do it. For DS1, yeah, Four Kings. But the thing is, like, in the Souls games, you can fight so many things out of sequence. You can do Four Kings pretty early, I think. I'm trying to think of... The other thing as well is because I did briefly speedrun Dark Souls 1. So like my brain's like, how do you actually... Because like in the speedrun, you just go out of bounds and you land in the area. And you're like, good to go. Trying to think, like in my head, I'm like, what's the normal way? You get the key, right? Because you need to do the thing where you can get into the drop without dying. So you've got like the guy, I think you kill the guy and get the key, and then you drop the water level. Is it the water level? Man, I don't remember. Anyway. Yeah, Four Kings, good stuff. I would never say there's any good feeling. About a deathy death and deathily death. I mean, I haven't played DS1 in quite a while. I would like to. There was a time when I was like, I'm gonna do a New Game Plus, or I'm gonna do a it was like a cosplay Souls. Is that what they call it? So you play through and you keep going through new games, and every New Game Plus, you wear like a different armor set. So new game, you play as whatever, and you pick up all the costumes. And then New Game Plus, you play through as whoever. And I got to like New Game Plus 3, New Game Plus 4, can't remember which. I don't even know who I was cosplaying as. It might have been like Orn? Is it Orn? Ornstein. Okay, there we go. Couldn't beat Calamite. Just couldn't do it. And it was really annoying. And I blame the weapon, but like the reality is I wasn't skilled enough to beat the fight under those conditions. So I got really mad and I pulled out my like +5 or +10. Whatever Havel's big ass dragon tooth is. Oh, I think it's called the dragon tooth. He just fucking smashed it to death, and I was like, see, I can play video game. But it's like when you get into the higher New Game Pluses, what a lot of the runners and good players, they'll be doing a combination of it's not power of mind, but like the red thing that you go boom into your chest and do more damage, and like tumble buff, like RTSR and stuff like that. I mean, sitting there, but like, I just don't know what anything is. I'm just gonna level up my weapon and power within. There you go. Yeah. And I'll just be like, can I just level up a normal weapon and win? Is that a thing I can do? Hey guys, can I do that? No. You don't win that way. Sad. Although you can, like if you're good, but not me. I couldn't. Me specifically couldn't. Man, I love this game too. No, don't say it. Alright, if I mute my mic, is it still there? Yeah, okay, right. Okay, great. Well, we know what the problem is. The solution's arriving in a couple of days. We think it's the XLR leads. So yeah, let me do a wiggle jiggle and see if I can fix that. No, I specifically asked people to say about it earlier, so I was quite glad that no one had, because I assume it was fine. But yeah, you should hear the last VOD. There's like minutes of it where it's just like a hissing, or like, yeah, like static type stuff. I'm just like, now I'm thinking like, I don't even know, like there's not even like a cutscene or whatever for me to unplug and replug. The worst thing is if it's the emulator of the game, that's a big problem. We did find an audio problem with the game. Or the emulator, or like a setting that was causing audio issues, but we fixed that. Let's see, there's a screen transition. Well, that's some of them. One end of one lead and one end of the other lead. Okay. Here we go. What is... Oh, my goodness. Okay, it's all good. It's time to go boating. Schwaddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-diddle-dum. Money, 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 money. Money. Okay. There could be an issue with the input actually. Onto the preamp. Well, hopefully there's no crackling or audio things now, but I have honestly no idea. But the other additional hope is that when the new XLRs arrive, that it just stops altogether. Because if it happens again, I don't even know. I don't have a solution for it. Which is a problem. Okay. Alright, we've got a decision to make. And it is a decision of cards. So we're heading pretty close to 9 o'clock. Otherwise known as L cutoff. By the time we get to Trino, like it'll definitely be 9. So I'm wondering about maybe, like I could do the first 2 games and then save, and then we can start in the 3rd game, or I can just run it down. Save and do all 3 games after. Can't post. I should do that. Like, I should really record that. I think that would be fun. Even just for me, just like have it on my hard drive, not put it out or anything. Don't know if there's anything else that would be fun play on words or anything. Ooh, warpy warpy. You see that you're not going down the stairs, Amorant. Awesome, very good, very good. Yeah, I mean, I've been planning my Christmas break going home, and Mama's very excited to see me again, even though I haven't lived at home for years. But it's like I feel like I'm even further. I think it's because it's like I've moved again and I'm even further from home. So that's probably what's getting her. All right, here we go. Dingus, Dingleberry, Jolly Splendiferous. All right. Job's good. Well, we have reached the 9th hour of the day. I need to get some speedrun notes sorted and do some. I need to do some offline practice. How bad is that? We've got stuff going on, whatever. So what's gonna happen, Sir Viking, is it would have been cool if it was 33, 44, 54. I mean, these are some good quality double numbers. I've never seen that. All right, really simple. It's gonna start. It's probably gonna be on the 27th. It could be on the 26th, but it's probably gonna be the 27th. Upon reflection, I would like to start on the 26th because I like to start on Tuesday because that means it'll end on Sunday. But I also realized that my job doesn't need to start or finish on a Monday. I'll do my best to get the perfect number of gil. So I'm going, because I'm moving into a new smaller apartment and I can get the keys on the 22nd, and they're going to be closed probably for the rest of the holidays, and then open for like a day or two in between New Year's and stuff like that there. We've decided that I'm going to go home for Christmas early. So like between like the 12th and 22nd, something like that. So for like a week and a half then, I'm going to come back here. I'm going to move into the new place. I'm going to get the stream set up. I'm going to get my food sorted. And then we're going to go into... my brain is fried. It is smashled. Schmickety smashled. Yeah, then we'll go into the marathon. Yeah, so the one I'm in now, it was a case of, it's a really nice place, but it's slightly over my, it's not over my budget, but I wanted a cheaper place than I'm in. Like it's a very large apartment and it's really lovely for one person, but it's bigger than what I need, and I would be happier in a smaller place, paying a little less for rent. So we found a place, and it's a brand new apartment block. It opens. Like the actual apartment block opens on the 22nd, can get the keys and move in. So like they haven't even finished work on it yet. So yeah, it's like normal, like normally in a normal world, or without having the restriction of having to move in around Christmas time, New Year's, because I need to be out of this apartment before New Year's. So it's kind of like, okay, well, I can go home for literally a couple of days, or Christmas, but then I would need to come back on a day that the company's open to get the keys, or like something crazy like, well, no, there's nothing I can do. I'm tied to between the 22nd and the 31st. I need to have everything out of this apartment and in the new one. So it's like, I could go home and be home at Christmas Day, but then it would be a much shorter holiday kind of thing. So we just said let's just do Christmas early this year, and then I'll move into the new place, do the marathon, and then we'll be back. So it should be as normal. People shouldn't really notice any sort of difference or anything like that. All right. Hello, Diagroth. How's it going? So we're going to raid HUDs. I'm assuming that there's a new Sonic out, because he's doing Sonic Superstars and Arg is doing Sonic Superstars, and it looks like it's new and exciting. He's also doing a month-long charity stream. Not long charity stream, but month-long charity, or I guess streams for a charity for Blue Cross. So all month, so donations are going towards that, which is a great cause. Yo, what's up, Meow? Thank you very much. 2 months. Absolutely. So I'll be back tomorrow. We'll finish the run. No, I won't. Tomorrow is Kingdom Hearts. We're going to try and finish Kingdom Hearts tomorrow. Thursday, we're going to finish 9. Friday, we're going to move on to 10. And with 10, I'm going to try tracking RNG and doing like no encounters armor, Thunderblade drop or whatever and stuff like that. Oh, a little bit to help with the moving. Thank you so much, Post. Thank you very much for $10. I heard the blink. So yeah, thank you so much for being here. Of course, follow me everywhere. You'll find out when I'm live and what's going on. There is going to be a cool thing that you're going to find out about on Thursday, which is going to be radical, so hold out for that. But yeah, otherwise I'll see you tomorrow for hopefully the finale of Kingdom Hearts. If not, we'll have another session after that, and then we'll get on to Kingdom Hearts 2, FF9 Thursday, FF10 Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday we're doing a double on Doggo% for 1 through 16. So have a good day. See you later. All the best. Bye bye.